अखिल हृदयेन्द्रियं मैत्रीं भजत अखिल हृदयेन्द्रियं आत्मवदेव परानपि पश्यत आत्मवदेव परानपि पश्यत त्यजत स्पर्धां त्यजत त्यजत परेषां क्रममां क्रमणं जननी पृथ्वी कामदुःख्यास्ते जनको देवः सकलदयालुः जनको देवः सकलदयालुः दर्शनदां सदा सौम्यां प्रकृति दर्शनदां सदा सौम्यां प्रकृति श्रेयो भूयात् सकलजनानां श्रेयो भूयात् सकलजनानां श्रेयो भूयात् सकलजनानां श्रेयो भूयात् सकलजनानां.
Whenever a class happens, should the teacher come first or the students? Can I have a reply? Students should come before the teacher, or the teacher should come first? Students. So can we have at least 10 minutes before I come, all of you will be present over here? Is that acceptable to everyone? Yes or no? Yes. You don't walk in like that, walk out like that, because this is a spiritual talk. Okay? And the whole atmosphere should become conducive, because this is not, see, everyone thought facing fear, I'm going to tell you how to face exams and all that. This is a Vedantic talk, okay? Especially. Very clear, everyone? Because most of the students have come because they think I'm going to talk about what? How to face exams, how to get over interviews, how to face a job interview, how to not get nervous. This is a Vedantic talk. Okay? So if you all don't come tomorrow, I will not be surprised. So those who are Vedanta students can be there. I will be giving practical this also, but that is not the purpose. The purpose of this talk is it's a Vedantic talk. Morning normally we have a talk on Vedanta, Upanishad, that time. Okay. The habit of morning class is gone, isn't it true? After the pandemic and all, no one thinks about having even a morning class, a serious talk on Vedanta. This itself has gone, from the cycle. Because I remember coming over here and having morning class of not students, of devotees of the mission. Do you remember that time? Yes? The same hall, completely packed. Absolute packed. Not with students, but with devotees. I remember that. No need to have prayers every day and all of that, okay? And then introduction. This is all the Vedanta class, okay? Om Shruti Smriti Puranam Alayam Karunalayam Namam Bhagavat Padam Shankaram Loka Shankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Vadarayam Sutra Bhashya Kritavande Bhagavantam Punah Punah ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। Let's start with some questions. Is fear inborn? Are we born with fear? Is it natural to be fearful? Is it an instinct which is God-given? Does fear have any advantage? Is fear always negative or there is a positive side to fear? Does everyone have fear or only some have fear? Animals, they have fear, we have fear. Is there a difference between the fear in an animal and a fear in a human being? If fear is not there, will our life be better? Every one of us in our life have become fearful sometime or the other. Is it true or not? Yes. So, were you happy being fearful or unhappy? Did you feel good about being fearful or did it not feel good to be fearful? I hope all of you are thinking. Yes, don't think about others, think about yourself. Okay, we are all going inside. So, before I continue, I want to see all your mobile phones, everyone. Show me your mobile phones, everyone. No, everyone, show me your mobile phones. I am seeing some people at the back with mobile phone, they are talking on the phone or they are messaging on the phone. I want every mobile phone off, not in silent mode. I know you are very important people and without you the world does not work, I understand that. But only 2 people are allowed to have their mobile phone on silent mode. One is if you are a policeman and one if you are a doctor on duty, then you can keep your mobile. The rest, all of you, mobile phone off. Very clear? Everyone? Yes? At the back also I still see some people don't message. Off. Okay, wonderful. I'm so happy. So, the questions are, is fear inherent? What do you all have to say? Now I want answers. Yes? So you are born with fear? Everyone? So it's universal, that means? Then why are you talking about becoming fearless? We should not talk only now because it is what? And if we are born with it, means who gave it to us? God gave it to us. Isn't it true? Then it's God given, then why do we want to become fearless? And why does it leave a bad taste in our mouth? We feel bad about it or something, I don't want to get out of it. What do you mean by that? So fear will always be there, we just have to manage fear. Is that what we are supposed to do? Somehow we have to manage. Fear will be there, but you have to manage fear. Are we supposed to manage fear, or are we supposed to become fearless? Here, I am going to make a distinction. See, for everything that you have to think. What happens? We just take for granted we live our life. You have to think. It is said, all of us have been put, just like animals, we as human beings also are put with an instinctive fear. What? Fear as an instinct is a blessing and a gift of God. Will you all remember this? What? Fear as a instinct. It's a blessing and a gift from God. It helps us to survive. Why is fear put into animals? By God. Because if a deer sees a lion, I don't know whether any one of you have gone to safari parks or something like that. I have seen a lion. If it is full, its stomach is full and all, it will not attack. It will be lying just like that. And the deers will be in the distance moving about without a problem, the same deers. But the movement of the lion, it changes, it's become hungry, and then you should see the way the deers run for their life. And then once they see, and supposing there is a lion coming, with that wanting to eat, it's hungry, and then the deer sees, immediately there is an instinct in what? In the deer to what? Run. Okay? So the instinct, and that is what protects it and helps it to survive in the wild. And it's not just in the wild, every one of us. God has given all of us, even human beings, an instinct. And that instinctive fear is a wonderful gift of God. Will you all remember this? What is that instinct? Now, for example, if a girl is going in the dark, in the night or something in the dark place, and then she just sees some shadow, what will happen to her immediately? A shadow following her. She's not seeing the person, but she's just seeing a shadow following her, or she hears footsteps following her. What will happen to that girl? Please tell me. She will become very aware. Something is wrong. Sometimes, many times you don't even have to see something, but somewhere deep inside you, you know something is wrong. Have you ever felt like that? Say yes or no, please answer. Otherwise I'll think all of you are all sleeping still. Okay? So we feel, many times we feel just something is wrong, something is not right. Something makes us become a little uncomfortable. We don't even know where and why this instinct comes, but we feel that. That is a wonderful thing which will protect us. However, we as human beings, because thinking is so much a part of our personality, immediately our intellect comes into the picture, and what happens? We many times don't listen to this instinct, and we can get into trouble also. Sometimes we get into a relation. The first time you see the person, you think this person is not a good person. Something tells us this person is not a good, something inside you. And then what happens? You still, no, what is there? You should not label people. You don't know what. Maybe the person is good. I don't know. And then you have a relation, and after the relation you realize in and through, oh my God, this person is horrible. Why? Your first instinct told you this, you did not listen to that instinct, and you started rationalizing and seeing something which was not there. And what happened? You got into trouble. Has it happened to you, or have you heard of this happening to people? Please say something again. I don't have to keep telling you all the time, to say something, say something. Are you identifying with what I'm speaking, everyone? I'll tell you a very interesting, there's a book called The Gift of Fear by a person called Gavin DeBecker. These things are very good, He, in the US, was first in the very special forces and all of that, and later on he started his own company where he supplies people to protect celebrities, give special advice to the government on threats and fears and all. So he's dealt with fear a lot. And he is the one who's written this book. And a very beautiful thing was said. There are people who are, so to speak, serial killers. Don't worry, everything is not going to be negative, but I'm telling you this to make you realize this concept. So they would go into a house of a person, they would knock on the door, and they would smile at people and say, okay, can I come in? I have some work, this, I want to sell something or something. The lady of the house, or whoever is there in the house, instinctively feels this person is not good. Why should I allow a stranger to come into my house and all? But they will still allow the person, and the person will do terrible things. So when they questioned this person, later on he was caught and then he was questioned. It's a very interesting thing that was said. He said, how did you get away with this? You kept going into houses of people, people used to open their door and welcome you inside, and you kept doing all your things, wrong things. How did you get away with it? The answer he gave was amazing. It sort of woke me up also. He says, I depended on the politeness of people. What? I depended on the... We are too polite to straight away say what? No. And therefore what do? We think, then how can we say some person is bad? No, we should not say. Everyone is supposed to be good. Everything is nice. Nothing is wrong. Nothing is going to happen to me. I'm fine. And what happens? We don't listen to that instinct, and what happens? We can get into trouble. Have you all understood this very, very important thing? What? Fear as an instinct is meant for our survival, even as human beings. Unfortunately, because we become so rational as human beings and all, what has happened is that instinctive thing has become covered for us. We have so much of this is coming. Now comes the other fear, which is a negative fear, which is the problem fear. That is the one that causes what? Anxiety, nervousness, etc. All the negative things that all of you understand very well. As coming to your exam and feeling nervous, getting scared, not knowing. All these things are what? They are also there. A manifestation of fear only, but this is not that instinctive fear which protects us, but this instinctive fear which not instinctive, it's a fear which makes us, two things can happen with fear. Okay. Fearlessness is a sattvic quality. Yesterday I talked of Sattva-guna, Raja-guna, Tamo-guna. How many of you were there at that time? Sattva-guna, yes. So we talked of fear, sattvic quality. Fearlessness is sattvic. And remember, fear can be rajasic and tamasic both. Tamasic fear, when fear comes, many times it happens, you become motionless, you become still, you can't do anything, your body becomes inactive, inaction, you can't do anything. How many times it happens? Okay, I can do that as an experiment now also. What? I'll call one of you and say, okay, come here and start talking. What will happen immediately? Tell me. What will happen? You will come here and you freeze. How many of you have frozen many times like that? During exam, sometimes nothing comes. The mind becomes blank. Thinking stops. Action stops. Sometimes you just go freeze. You can't do anything. You can't speak. This is called speaker's block also, or many times it happens. Like you come here and just looking over there, something you know by heart, remember everything, and then what happens? Even if I tell you to say a nursery rhyme which you know very well, Baba, black sheep and all, you will say Baba, ooh, ha. Nothing will come. So it's fear which has made you what? Immobilized your thinking and immobilized your action. You're not able to function, which is terrible. The second thing that happens is fear sometimes makes us rajasic. We become scared, we become agitated. That nervousness and agitation is what? It's a rajasic aspect of it, and that is also terrible. It makes you feel bad, it becomes all this, I don't know what's going to happen, I hope it doesn't happen, and it becomes worry, it becomes anxiety, etc. And all of us somehow seem to have this worry virus in us. Is it true or not? Come on, tell me. You know what this worry virus is? Virus comes, no, it pollutes the whole computer, all your software and everything gets what? And the worst cases, even your hard drive gets destroyed. Virus. Have you heard of such things? Everyone, you have to keep nodding. When I ask a question, immediately I want some reaction. That's why I'm asking questions. Making you think and responding. So, worry virus is a very typical thing. You know what happens in the worry virus? You will say, I hope it doesn't happen. But I know it will happen. But it should not happen. But what if it happens? But I think it will happen. No, I know it's going to happen. No, it may not happen. No, I hope it doesn't happen. No, it should never happen. No, is it true or not? You are almost doing a dialogue inside of you. And this thought will overpower. Then some other thing also will do. All of a sudden, for no reason or this, immediately it will come out. This worry will come out. It catches you unaware. Sometimes these fears are such, you're just sitting normally and all, and that fearful thought comes and you almost shake. Sometimes, all of a sudden something happens. Has it happened to you? Tell me. So what happens? It prevents us from being normal and active. When it's a question of success when your heart is full of 100 fears. How many fears do we have? This is another very interesting thing. How many fears we have? Please tell me. How many? Hundreds of different type of fears. Isn't it true? Fear of losing a loved one, fear of getting into trouble, fear when you do something wrong. Is it true or not? Getting caught. Fear of people speaking bad of us, appearing bad to others, fear of losing friends. Oh my God, at this age. Yes or no? Fear of becoming unpopular, fear of people thinking you are useless, fear, hundreds. And you know which is the most basic of fear? The fundamental and the first and the most basic fear, you know what that is? Fear of death. This is the most fundamental and the most basic fear. Now, when you are small, that doesn't matter. Like a 2-year-old child, does it have that fear? Fear of death. It doesn't know what is death. It doesn't understand what it is. But yet, there is a instinctive fear in it which allows it to not go to something which is this. It will come out. But it's not there really. So then sometimes fire is also there, and what happens? They put their hand in the fire without any this. Then the mother has to say, ooh, and then they say, oh. Sometimes they put them close to the fire. Okay, fine. I'm not supposed to put my hand in the fire. You get it? So you've learned all these things. You've learned to become this. So many times fear is learned also, but it helps in some ways. But when it becomes irrational, when it becomes deliberating, it can't allow us to function, it's a big problem. After a certain time in your life, I'm not talking about the students, they're too young to have that, but around the age of 40, almost everyone starts having thoughts of death. Interesting. It's an age of interesting. If you notice yourself, 40 is the time it starts. Why it happens 40? I don't know. But around the age of 40, what happens? Everyone starts getting what? It's not that they're scared, but still there is somewhere underlying some fear of death. And then as they go closer and closer towards actual death, when it happens, if it happens, it will happen, not to worry, 80, 70, that fear becomes stronger and stronger. Is it a fact or not? Come on, all the elders sitting over here, say something. Does it happen or not? The thoughts of death become more often. Especially if there is health problems or any other problem, that thought starts. So now we are going to understand about fear. Everyone ready for that? How many of you got the book? Hardly anyone. Oh my, where is the book? Come on. This is our Chinmaya mission tradition, not to always have the book with you. What is happening? We have the... Anyway, all the students, have you brought a notebook and a pen? Anything that touches your heart, you must note down. Yesterday, remember that young collector, he said, and I have understood one thing, if you become, all successful people have make notes. So whether you become successful or not, at least make notes. Then you can say, oh, I also. It's a fact. They'll always, anything worthwhile, any time, they will keep a small pad and paper with them, always. Something noteworthy or something which is a very creative thought, they always note it down. Because again, it may come, it may not come. So always note down anything. Till now also I've said a lot of things, something will have touched your heart. Whatever touches your heart, you note it. Okay? This habit of taking notes, not that the teacher dictates and word to word, sentence to sentence, that is not the way to take notes. It should be just points. Sometimes we write the points and later on we see we don't know what it means also. It should not be like that. You should be able to have the snack. This is what teachers must teach their children, how to take notes. Very important thing, it will help them all their life. See, that teacher in me starts coming out for the minute I see students. What can I do? Okay. So, now we are going to think. This is a very, very important thing. Thinking is extremely important. This book, I wish you had this book, and later on if you can do, whatever I am speaking, some of you, meaning I want you to do a little revision also. If you are a serious seeker, I want you to do this. Supposing I have given an introduction, then I want you to read up the introduction, a quick reading before you come to the next thing. Why? It will just help you to absorb the ideas better. Can we all do that? Yes, no? Just a quick reading. It's not going to take a lot of time, just a quick reading. I'm not saying study and all. No, just a quick of not what I'm going to do later, but what I have already done. Because what you're going to do, I'm going to talk later, and if you do that, what will happen? If you misunderstand, I'll have a tough time making you understand that. So don't worry, I will make you understand, and after that you read it. Clear? Everyone? Now, the circumstances of this book, Facing Fear, was very interesting. In the altar, in some remote place when I was in solitude, in my altar, I saw a snake. Not here and there. That place was also very, very remote. You will read it in this also. I saw a snake. Okay, in the altar, not anywhere else, I saw a snake. Now what happens naturally? There is, now, at that time, luckily because I was in solitude, because there was a lot of thinking going on, first instinct would have been what? To run. Second instinct would have been to what? Hit. Third would have been I would have frozen up. But luckily none of this happened. What happened? I started thinking. See, thinking is a what quality? Sattvic quality. Getting nervous is what quality? Rajasic. And freezing is what quality? Tamasic. Running away is also what quality? Tamasic quality. Luckily, because of God's grace, thinking started happening. And that is why a very, very important thing is in life also, whenever problems come, whenever something is there, what should you do? You must think. Bhagwan has given us this ability to think, please use that. I am making a statement, all of you note this also. Avichara kuto bandha vicharena nivartate. What? All problems come because of lack of thinking. All problems in life come because of a lack of thinking. So what should we do? We should, the three things. Avichara means either you don't think at all, or you do incomplete thinking, or we do wrong thinking. Very, very common. You see, all problems you will see to these three things. What? Either we, what? Don't think. How many people tell me, Swamiji, I just didn't think, I just did. Then why did you not think? Bhagavan gave you an intellect, now then think. No, I didn't think at all, I just did it. And now I regret it. How many of you have done things like that? Please tell me. We do something and then we say, oh God, I wish I had not done. We speak something and then we say, I wish I had not spoken. How many of you have done that? We speak it without thinking. Then we say, I did not think. Why did you? Bhagavan gave you intellect. It was not kept in the safe deposit vault. It was with you only. But what happens? We don't think at that time. We say something, then we say, oh my God, I wish I had not. So either we don't think at all, or we think incomplete. Whenever something is given for us to think, what do? We start thinking. After some time we get tired very easily. Like that 24 hours we are thinking something or the other. But if you give a particular topic and ask them to think, two things happen. Either we fall off to sleep or our mind wanders. Yes or no? Here I am making you think. It is very interesting. After a certain age, when you start coming over here for lectures, what happens? What happens? You fall off to sleep. Is it true or not? When you go home and you lie in the bed and you want to sleep, no sleep comes. But the minute some Vedanta lecture comes, immediately what happens? Straight away. Does it happen or not? So therefore, one is we don't have the habit of thinking. Now at this point of time, I'm telling you one very, very important thing. Understanding Vedanta is very easy. What? What? Everyone? Understanding Vedanta is what? I have made, 10-year-old children understanding Vedanta. It's not difficult. If anyone says Vedanta is difficult, either they don't know how to teach properly or your mind is completely blank. Vedanta is very, very easy to understand. It is not at all difficult to understand. Then what is difficult about Vedanta? To accept Vedanta is very, 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 I can keep going on, difficult. What? Everyone, once more. What? Understanding Vedanta is what? Accepting Vedanta is what? The problem is there only. What does Vedanta say? Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya. Is it true or not? We have all understood, all of those who come for lectures, hundreds of times you have heard or not. I am Satchidananda. Have you heard or not? Please tell me. Yes or no? Have you heard it? How many times have you heard this? Hundreds? Thousands? Thousands of times you heard this statement, right? You are Satchidananda, you are Satchidananda. Right? Have you accepted it even once? Come on. Not once. We have not accepted. Why have we not accepted? Because we don't do. We do Shravanam, but we don't do Mananam. What is it? What is it? We don't do. We have not learned how to do. We have learned how to do Shravanam. We have understood. And more we listen, more and more our understanding grows, but our acceptance of the truth does not go. Does not happen at all. It doesn't happen. So therefore, my insistence is always Mananam. My insistence is what? Thinking. And who has to do the thinking? Please tell me, Manana has to be done by the teacher or the student? Come on. Who has to do the thinking? The teacher's job is to make you understand, and that's it. That's it. The job is over. Once the Shravanam is done, the teacher's job is over. After that, what should happen? Whose job is it? And what are you supposed to do with thinking? That's why I am making you think along with listening also. Have you got this? My job is to make you think. And if you don't feel like thinking, then this class will be useless for you. Everyone willing to think? I want the answer from all the students also. Everyone, every time I ask a question, you should immediately answer. Don't worry about anyone else. Your teacher saying don't answer, you answer here. Okay, everyone willing to think? So, first is you have to think, and then you have to think completely, till the end. Most of us get tired of thinking. A very nice saying I heard, saying most problems will not come but for a moment's thought. Very lovely saying. What? Most problems will not come but for a moment's thought. But a moment is a long time and thinking is a difficult process. What? So therefore we have not been trained. Therefore the students also, they like taking notes, everything, this, yes, understood. But on their own thinking is there, we can't. Supposing the board exams give questions not based on what is just read and heard and vomited, but you have to think on your own and write answers. I am telling you, people who come first also can fail. Yes or no? Please tell me. Why? Because this habit of thinking on our own, to be able to absorb, to be able to digest it, and then it becomes, that is why I always say, learned knowledge, taught knowledge is forgotten, learned knowledge is never forgotten. What? Everyone once more? What did I say? Taught knowledge is forgotten, learned knowledge is never forgotten. Is it a fact or not? How many things we have been taught, we don't remember any of it, but if we have learnt it, we will never forget it. It will always remain with us. So therefore I always tell teachers, it is not important how much you have taught, it is more important how much they have learned. What? You agree with me, everyone? So what should happen? As you are listening, what should happen? Understanding and learning should happen. Have you got this difference? Understanding is step one only, that's not a big thing. Understanding is only step one, but after that immediately the thinking process should start and it should start getting digested. Food, if it is just kept here in your stomach only, undigested food, what happens? It comes out from your, what? The same way it has gone in, it comes out. Is it a fact or not? Only once it gets digested, the useless thing comes out and the useful thing remains. Have you got this? If it is undigested food, it creates problem in the system. It does not help us. Only when it gets digested, it helps us and strengthens us. Have you all understood this? Please tell me. Otherwise, Vedanta also, if it is only heard and not digested, it will not be good for you and you will simply spout it out, but it will not help us in any possible way. Got it? So what is important? Shravana is important, and based on that you should do what? Mananam. Mananam means what? Reflect. And it's not reflect, it is self-reflect. You have to, okay? Now, if that is understood, we will now talk about fear and the actual text. Now, this is purely a Vedantic thinking that is going to be put in. So I have to tell you some basic things about Vedanta. Without that background, anything that I say, especially if these young people are there, is not going to help. Now, in this world there are two types of achievements. Everyone, all the students, everyone is there, your attention. In the world there are two types of achievements, there is no third type of achievement. There are two types of achievements. What are they? One is attainment of the thing already attained. The second is attainment of the thing not attained. Apraptasya prapti and praptasya prapti. What are they? Praptasya prapti means getting something which is already got by you, and apraptasya prapti, what you don't have, you get it. That is called apraptasya prapti. Let me explain this to you. I am sitting here in Kannur. Right? Now if I want to go to Calicut, what is Calicut? Calicut is aprapta, not attained. Do you agree with me? Where am I right now? Kannur. Where is Calicut? Far away from me in time and place. Is it true or not? Calicut is far away. It is somewhere else. So if I want to attain that, what will I have to do? If I want to reach Calicut, that is my goal, what will I have to do? If I want to achieve that, what will I do? Two things I have to do. First, I have to know how to go where. So I must have knowledge of how to go, and then I got all the knowledge, I got all the information, everything. If I go by car, it takes so much time. If I go by bus, it will take so much time. If I did everything I know, but I am sitting over here. Will I be able to reach there? No. What will I have to do? I will have to actually travel. So knowledge plus action is equal to attainment. Everyone got this point? Yes. I want to become rich. I am poor right now. I want to become rich. This is only an example, okay? I don't want to become rich. So supposing I want to become a multi-millionaire, then what? I don't have multi-million. I don't have millions, but I don't have thousands also. So now what will I do? Since I don't have money, I will ask people like you. You are all very capable of telling me. So I will say, how should I make money? So you tell me, Swamiji, you must do like that, like that, like that. You will make lot of money. Now I have got the knowledge. Will I become rich? No. What will I have to do? After gaining knowledge, I must do something, and then I will become rich. Have you got this point? Right knowledge plus right action is equal to attainment of a thing. There's a formula, huh? Please note this down. Now when I say no, only you will write down. That's a problem. Otherwise you don't write. I'm seeing this. This habit of this teachers now have to teach this. Only when I say no, immediately the notebook. No, you should, whatever you are learning, immediately you should start writing. Okay? So for gaining something which is ungained, what do you have to do? 2 steps. What are the 2 steps? Come on. Knowledge plus action. What comes first, knowledge or action? Obviously knowledge. Not action then knowing. No. Knowledge, right knowledge plus right action is equal to attainment. Supposing I want to become CM. CM, Chief Minister. Or a CM wants to become PM. Now, right now that's a status. CM is a status. Now I want to become PM. Now what will I have to do? I will have to know how to become a CM and a PM, and then I have to actually do some things, a lot of work to become PM. Right or wrong? When a person is not married, she's Miss so and so. Now she wants to become Mrs. so and so. Okay. Now I always wonder, it is a very funny thing always. Miss means M-I-S-S. Miss means what? You miss one thing. And Mrs. means what? Plural of miss. Yes or no? Mrs. means what? Plural. So first you start by missing only one thing, and then you get married and you miss so much. But people are dying to become Mrs. Interesting, no? Some of you got the joke, some of you did not. You got it or not? So anyway, you become Miss. Now you want to become what? Mrs. Now, interesting thing. Just by, now how do you do? So sometimes they say, okay, I go to shadi.com. And so that, but knowing all that is not enough. You have to actually do it, you go on the net, do whatever, and then find something and then do. Oh my God, lot of work is there. And then finally, after spending so much of money, you become what? What? So much money goes in between, and so much action, so much, oh my God, it's a lot of things, and misses. And then it doesn't even last sometimes. I always say, at least itna paisa kharch kiya to vasool to karo. So much of money you spend, just at least something. Well, no, it doesn't. Now again you become Miss One. So this change of status, you understand what I am trying to say? It is not there right now. For gaining that change of status also, you need what? What? Knowledge plus action. Have you got this? All this, everything in the world, that whatever you say, I want to become a graduate, I want to become a double graduate, I want to become a millionaire, I want to become Miss Universe, whatever it is, this is the same principle. Knowledge plus action is equal to attainment. You get the point? Now the second type of attainment is what? Something already gained and you are gaining. Example. Early morning in most homes, there is always this big search for the keys in the family. Yeah, keys. Car keys or something keys. Cupboard keys. Something will be there. And then everyone, where is the key? Where is the key? Where is the key? Everyone starts looking. Have you noticed that? Everyone starts looking, where is the key, where is the key, where is the key? And in the morning, everyone's in a hurry to go to office and school and this and that. Everyone is running around and all that. Where is the key, where is the key? And you can't find. And then they will start searching in the most improbable places. Sometimes it's anywhere, under the cupboard, over the this, inside the fridge. So why are you looking for keys in the fridge? Oh no, I opened it to get something, maybe I put it there. Has it happened in your homes? Daily? Some of you. At that time, what happens? At that time, when everyone is searching for, you can't find now, you will always catch the baby in the family, baby of the house. Some 5-year-old will be there and will say, Chunno, do you know, have you seen the keys? So Chunnu says, not only have I seen it, I am seeing it also. Where is the key? Tell me. Then the mother is, that Chunnu will point out, in the good old days, those ladies used to have that, they used to put it in their waist, that key. Nowadays they don't have like that, but they used to put. And that's why purposely they put a lot of bells in that. Why? So it will make sound so the key is here. But that time no bells. So, Mommy, it is hanging in your waist. Sometimes in locket, people, ladies especially have that. Locket will be there. And the mom says, no locket, it's actually behind somewhere. Have you noticed that? Has it happened? See, the ladies are saying yes, it's happened. So, now what happens? Was it with you or not? Yes, it was with me. But it appeared as though it was not there. Got this point? It was already prapta. But it appeared aprapta. And therefore, what do you need for that? Do you have to go to, Ayyappa or something like that, or go and pray in a temple? I don't know where. Or Muttappan. Muttappan is the lost and found department guy. Oh, Muttappan, where is my key and all? No, you don't need anything. You only need knowledge. Oh, it is here. Got it. Got this point? For getting something which is already with us, what do you need? Do you need any action? Everyone, you need action? No. What do you need? By getting knowledge. It's here. It's there. No. Vedanta is about gain of the self, Atma Prapti. Now, Atma Prapti, gain of your own self, falls into which category? Aprapta Prapti or Prapta Prapti? Come on, everyone, you should know this much. You are intelligent enough to answer this question. Prapta Prapti. It is not that Atma is somewhere else, it's hanging somewhere. Oh, my Atma has got lost, I don't know where it is, I have to go and search. Where is Atma? I. Where is the I? Here. Have you got it? What do you need? Knowledge or action? Only knowledge or knowledge plus action? Only knowledge. You just need to know. Here it is. This is it. Bas. You got it. Got this point? So Vedanta, that is why Vedanta knowledge is there. There is no action. Many times people say, alright, people only talk and all that, only knowledge and all. You don't do anything practical, my dear. That means you have not understood Vedanta. We do practical, we do some asana, we do something. But that means what? You have not understood Vedanta at all. But if it is already available, then why don't we get it? When the teacher also tells you, you still don't get it. What is the reason? I'll give you this one example and we will end this session. There is a bucket of water and it is kept in the what? Sunlight. You should be able to see a clear reflection in the water. Yes or no? There is no clouds, nothing is there. It's pure, wonderful day, and you should be able to see what? The reflection. But you don't see a clear reflection. What could be the reason? Very simple. Come on, all of you have that kind of sense. What? There is only two reasons why you see sunlight. You put the bucket of water in the sun. There are no clouds, clear sky, and yet the reflection is not fine. Why? There can be only two reasons. talk, I don't want agitated mind. I want everyone to be sitting quietly and all. And I'm sure even the students got something, and I want more of our Chinmaya mission members to get up and come. Yeah, or other people tell your parents to come also. These are very important Vedantic thoughts which all of you can benefit by. Okay, 2 more days only are there. It's not a 7-day yajna. Now I think all that concept also seems to be going away. All those we used to have for 21 days, and then it became 15 days, then it became 7 days. Now 4 days also looks as though, my God, 4 days. And morning class, no more. You know, we become all like that. Is it a fact or not? I remember first, there was a time when Gurudev used to have classes, it would be 6 in the morning, 5, 7 in the morning. Anyway, times have changed and things have changed. But all the same, this tradition, good tradition should not stop. So let's say Shanti Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.